Kia ora te whānau, ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa. My name is Rewa Worley. I'm a member of the Wax Poetic Revival. It's actually really interesting listening to what you had to say. It's something that usually doesn't cross my mind or go through the daily events of what I have to deal with. I'm currently a master's student at Auckland University in public health, and having a conception of structural solutions to problems, specifically with mental health and with youth, is something I'm quite passionate myself about. Like the host was saying, I've been lucky to work with Splice and with Action Education with youth and young people, promoting spoken word and forms of expression, basically to give people an outlet and a way to share their story. And I actually don't know anything about being homeless, to be honest. All I know about is what it's like to have a home, and this is a piece about that. Since the day she left, I've seen you looking beyond the physical. Makuru, 85, still alive and damn near indestructible. Part of my job is to make sure that you're coping, so I ask and you say, Jesus. These days I'm deaf as a bloody post. And when the missionaries came around, you got pissed off and told them that you don't believe in that stuff anymore, but deep down, I know. You've got a gift for seeing things that other people can't. With this much time on your hands, I'm always a little bit scared I'll come home and catch you trying to repair something that, unlike your heart, isn't half broken. Doesn't need fixing. The building's in your nature. I would tell you that you're too old, but you couldn't hear me anyways, and even if you could, you're always right, and too damn stubborn. So I guess there's no point in arguing. I've come to realize I just need to be home that little bit early, otherwise I know I'll catch you on the ladder, or with a hammer, or doing something that while she was still alive would have otherwise given my grandmother another heart attack, or at least a sore head. But it's taken you 40 years to permanently carve your space out into the downstairs workshop, and for some strange reason, your arthritic fingers keep finding themselves in the company of electrical tools. And right after the pain sets in, you try and play it off. Too often before I have to take over, and you try and teach these academic hands what manhood used to feel like. In a string of nostalgic moments from a time before I was born, when giving me my name was just an afterthought in your mind. Maybe it's something about the quiet and the feel of the tea cocoa wood that our house is made out of that brings you down here. And see, I always know when you're going to share something because you start with, you know what I heard, and I've gotten used to hearing from you. God knows those hearing aids don't work. Funny how with you it's not about what you say, but how you say it. Sometimes, I even change the way I laugh. Shape my words with more conviction so you can see what I'm trying to say. Our conversations are like a game of pass the parcel, but all the stories have been unwrapped many times over. Wisdom, just like poetry, it's always better the second time around. You taught me that being honest about how you feel and repeating yourself, it's never a bad thing, like a second parenthood where your kids drop their children off semi-permanently at your home, because sometimes being responsible and teaching about washing the dishes doesn't always translate between generations. Just like a cabbage tree. You always say, you know, we might not be as pretty as Puhudakawa, but at least we're honest. Each time you say, grandfather, I kick myself, because your smile looks just like mine. Kia ora.